welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I thought I would do another little reading challenge where I get Instagram to pick my reads. I've seen a few different booktubers do this challenge and it looks really fun, and I feel like it would be a different way to get through my TBR for the month. So yeah, what I have done, because I actually film my videos on my phone so I can't really show you anything, I am putting a poll up on my Instagram. I've picked two books. I picked Akane by Lynette Noni, and I also picked Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And I put that up as a little poll, and I'm just going to get my followers to pick which I read next. I just finished reading my current read, so I'm ready to start a new one. So I'll put up a screenshot of the results here. It was really close. I thought that it was going to be Akane, but it ended up being Six of Crows. I'm actually really excited. I don't know whether I'm meant to read Shadow and Bone first, but I tried to read Shadow and Bone in like 2021 and I didn't really get through it. But maybe I'll just end up reading it after I read Six of Crows. I've heard so many good things about the Six of Crows duology. This is Murray, if you haven't met him. He's my sweet old man Staffy. So what I'm going to do is, I've not got that much on today, so I'm hoping to get through a big chunk of this. It's now winter in Australia, so I'm ready for all the fantasy reads. So yeah, I'm going to get into this one and hopefully it's good. So it's now the next day and I've pretty much been out all day and have not read anything, but a little reading update. So I got about 60 pages into Six of Crows and so far I'm really liking it. There's not that much going on in the book right now. I don't think this is a spoiler, it's literally on the back of the book, but Kaz, I think his name is, one of the main characters, just got propositioned to the heist and he just agreed to it. So now he's got to find people to do the heist with him. And yeah, I'm really liking it. It's very interesting. It's a little bit different to what I'm used to, and I'm still kind of getting used to the whole world building part of it. I'm like, how do I even say these names? Like, what does that even mean? A little bit tonight, and then I'll probably read some more in the morning as well. So yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, it's now the entire next week. Last week I didn't really read that much. I sort of had like a really busy week. So I did get through most of my book, but that is the only book I got through last week and I didn't even finish it last week. So it's now the next week. I am at page 334 of Six of Crows. I'm gonna finish this today. I only have like 130 pages left. There are like little crumbs of romance in this book and I'm just like eating them up. I'm like, give me more, I love it. I can't believe I haven't picked this up sooner than I did because I'm literally obsessed. So yeah, I am going to finish this afternoon / tonight, and then I put another poll up on my Instagram yesterday morning. The two books I put up, I really wanted to read a little romance rather than another fantasy, so I put up Addicted to You, which is the first book in the Addicted Calloway Sisters series, or whatever it's called. I honestly don't even know what it's called. And I also put up Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. So they were the 2 books I asked my Instagram followers to choose from. And I will put a screenshot up of the results now, but the one that won was Addicted to You. I'm really excited to read this series. I have heard that some people don't like the first book in this series though, so yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes, but I'm excited. I love how I was like, oh yeah, I'm in the middle of so many series, I don't want to start any new ones, but that's all I've done this whole video. So it's now the next day and I thought I would do a little reading update. So as you would have seen, last night I read the last 100 pages of Six of Crows and I finished it. I have a lot of thoughts. I love this book. 5 stars. Like, I was obsessed the whole way through. It did take me a little while to get through it. I love the plot, I love the characters, love the little crumbs of romance we were getting. I was literally obsessed with it. I loved how it was a little bit different to what I usually read in a fantasy book. This was more of a fantasy than a romantasy, which I don't usually like that much, but I was really surprised by how much I liked it. And then you would have seen that last night I started Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which is the first book in the Addicted Callow Sisters series. I only got like 45 pages in, but this book is pretty much, I'm pretty sure this series revolves around 3 sisters. There's Lily, Rose, and another one, I think. This one's about Lily and Lauren, which is, I'm pretty sure, the first couple in these books. They both have like their own issues and addictions. They pretty much pretending to be together so that their parents don't find out about their addictions or anything. They're both like covering for each other. So far, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like this is going to be a lot of setup for the next few books. I have heard that some people compare like the found family in these books to like Boys of Tommen, which I love, and Magnolia Parks, which I love as well. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go get into some comfy clothes and then I'm going to keep reading more of this afternoon. Say hi. She's like, no. It's a few days later now and I thought I would do a little reading update. So this morning I finished Addicted to You. I have very mixed thoughts on this one. I rated it a 3. It was probably like a 2.75 really. It wasn't my favourite book in the world. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, I was pretty neutral. Yeah, I just felt like there wasn't much plot going on and it was a little bit repetitive. And I didn't really connect to the characters that much and it wasn't my favourite book I've ever read. I've heard that the rest of the series gets better though, so I am going to continue the series, I just don't know when. So I put a little poll up on my Instagram story this morning so that by the time I finish this I'd have something else to start. I put up Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the 4th book in the Natural series. It's the final book because I sort of wanted to finish a few of my series. And then I also put up Bad Blood 1 by like a mile. So I'm gonna start Bad Blood today and then hopefully get through a little bit of it. I do really like the Natural series. I feel like they're really easy to read and they have pretty short chapters, so yeah. And the last book I read in that series sort of ended on like a little cliffhanger, so I'm excited to see what happens. it's now a few days later and I thought I would do a little reading update on Bad Blood. So I'm about 200 pages in at the moment, and it's mostly been a lot of plot setup, I feel like I'm still really enjoying it. It's still really fast paced, and I really like that the chapters are short as well. It's only just starting to get a little bit more interesting and a little bit more is actually happening. It's still really fast paced though, and it's actually a lot longer than the other books. This one's like 500 pages. All the other books in the series are only like 300 pages long, and I'm gonna keep reading a little bit more tonight, and then hopefully I'll finish it by tomorrow. So yeah, I've been out this afternoon, so I'm gonna have a quick shower and then read some more, have some dinner, and just have a chill night and just keep reading because I am loving it. Let's just do a little recap. Has it been a whole month since I started this video? Yes. Do I care? No. I finally finished Bad Blood last week. So I thought we would do a little recap about what I read and what I thought in this video. So the first book that I read in this video is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I love this one, 5-star for me. I loved the characters, I loved the plot, I loved everything about it. I wanted to pick it up all the time. The fact that I kept wanting to pick this one up means for me that it's a 5-star, because usually when I have a 5-star read, I want to constantly be reading it and I'm always thinking about it, and I had those exact vibes with this. If you know me, you know I'm a sucker for a found family trope, and this was it for me. I loved the whole thing, and it ended on a cliffhanger, so I really can't wait to read Crooked Kingdom. The next book that I read, I have some thoughts on. I read Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. If someone could explain to me the difference between the Addicted series and like the Calloway series, the Meadows series, I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I wouldn't say I hated it. I wouldn't say I loved it. I found that I was cringing quite a lot when I was reading it. I was sort of like, I sort of just want to read it to get it over and done with. And I didn't really like either of the main characters. I know so many people that rave about this series and love this series, and I was sort of reading this book and I'm like, why are we raving about it? There was just a whole lot of like romanticizing problems in this book. For example, romanticizing alcoholism. And I was like, that's not really my thing. I think I will keep reading this and read the second book. Usually I give the series like 2 books for me to decide whether I like it or don't like it or not. The last book that I read for this video is Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the last book in the Natural series, which I'm obsessed with the Natural series. I know that some people didn't like the Inheritance Game series by her, but I really loved it. I love the short chapters, and I felt like it was such a good book to get you out of a reading slump, and I feel like these books are the exact same. I thought that this was like a whole 500 page book, but this book was like 380 pages, and then they actually had 12, which is the little Naturals novella in the end of this book as well, so I read that as well. I love this series. I love the found family. Some parts I found that I was cringing just that little bit with, which is fine because it is a YA book and I knew there were going to be cringy parts. But all in all, I love the plot and I love the whole series, and yeah, I love the characters, except for the main character. The main character's kind of annoying. Just a PSA. But in general, I do really love this series, and I'm so sad that it's over. In the end, I rated Six of Crows a 5-star. I rated Addicted to You a 2.5. And I rated Bad Blood a 4-star. I really loved doing this challenge. I found it so interesting seeing what my Instagram followers wanted me to read and what my Instagram followers also like to read, because some of the people who voted have read these books before. And yeah, I was so excited to do this challenge, and I really loved it. If you made it to the end, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time.